Good morning, students. In last session, we discussed one of the most important cell organelle, that is cell wall, in which we studied gram-positive bacterial cell wall as well as gram-negative bacterial cell wall. Today we have to discuss about the another cell organelle, that is the cytoplasmic membrane. Okay, membranes are an absolute requirement for all living organisms. Cell must interact in a selective fashion with their environment. Cell must not only be able to acquire nutrients and eliminate waste, but they also have to maintain their interior in a constant, highly organized state in the face of external changes. Generally, the nutrients uptake takes place from the cytoplasmic membrane, and when nutrients they enter inside the cell, they utilized by the cell, and after utilization there is a formation of some waste product, and these waste product must be eliminated from the cells. These are the two main functions of that cytoplasmic membrane, but they also have to maintain their interior in a constant, highly organized state in the face of external changes. That means inside the cell there are different cell organelles that are also present, such as there is a nucleide, ribosomes, enzymes, then there is a presence of some liquid materials, and that should be kept in a organized state in the face of external changes, because in environment there are different factors which affects the cell: temperature, pH and osmotic pressure. These are the most important factors which affects the cell. The plasma membrane encompasses the cytoplasm of both eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. It is the chief point of contact with the cell's environment, and thus is responsible for much of its relationship with the outside world. The plasma membrane of prokaryotic cell are particularly important because they must fill an incredible variety of roles. In addition to retaining the cytoplasm, the plasma membrane also serves as a selectively permeable barrier. It allows particular ions and molecules to pass either into or out of the cell, while preventing the movement of others. Thus, the membrane prevents the loss of essential components through decay, while allowing the movement of other molecules. Because many substances cannot cross the plasma membrane without assistance, it must aid such a movement when necessary. Transport systems are used for such a task as a nutrient uptake, waste excretion and protein secretion. The prokaryotic plasma membrane also the location of variety of crucial metabolic processes such as respiration, photosynthesis and synthesis of lipid and cell wall constituents. Finally, the membrane contains special receptor molecules that helps prokaryotes detect and respond to chemicals in their surroundings. Clearly, the plasma membrane is essential to the survival of microorganisms. Is it okay? Now, the composition of membranes. The general structure of the cytoplasmic membrane is a phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipids contain both hydrophobic and hydrophilic components and can be of many different chemical forms as a result of variations in the groups attached to the glycerol backbone. As phospholipid aggregate in an aqueous solution, they naturally form bilayer structures. In a phospholipid membrane, the fatty acid point inwards toward each other to form a hydrophobic environment, and the hydrophilic portion remain exposed to the external environment or the cytoplasm. This is the diagrammatic representation of phospholipid bilayer membrane. See here, there is a hydrophilic region is there, and at the upper portion also there is a hydrophilic region, and in between two hydrophilic region there is a hydrophobic region in which there is a presence of fatty acids. Okay, so the transmission electron micrograph of membrane, that is the light inner area is the hydrophobic. See, this is the light inner area which is a hydrophobic region of the model that is shown in a part, and these two black color, these are the hydrophilic portions. Okay, the cell cytoplasmic membrane, which is 6 to 8 nanometer wide, can be seen with the electron microscope, where it appears as a two dark colored lines separated by a lighter area, and in that lighter area there is a fatty acids. Okay, this unit membrane, as it is called because each phospholipid forms half of the unit and consists of phospholipid bilayer with proteins embedded in it. Although in a diagram the cytoplasmic membrane may appear rather rigid, in reality it is somewhat fluid, having a consistency of approximating that of low viscosity oil. See, this is the diagrammatic representation of bacterial plasma membrane structure. Okay, here there is a bacterial membrane structures, shows blue color, integral proteins. Okay, protein in a lipid bilayer. Now peripheral proteins which are shown in a purple color. See, this is the peripheral proteins. Okay, which is shown in purple color, and they are associated loosely with the inner membrane surface. Okay, small spheres represent the hydrophilic ends. These are the small spheres that represents the hydrophilic ends of membrane phospholipids, and wiggly tails the hydrophobic fatty acid chain. Other membrane lipids such as haploids, these haploids which are shown in red may be present, and for the sake of clarity phospholipids are shown in proportionately much larger size than the real membranes. Is it okay? Means this is the general structure of the plasma membrane of bacterial cell. Some freedom of movement of proteins within the membrane is possible, although it remains unclear exactly how extensive this is. The cytoplasmic membrane of some bacteria are strengthened by molecules called haploids. These somewhat rigid planar molecules are structural analogues of sterol compounds that strengthen the membranes of eukaryotic cells, many of which lack the cell wall. Okay, with this we finish the cytoplasmic membrane. That means this cytoplasmic membrane plays an important role in the uptake of nutrient. Then there is a elimination of waste from the cell, and now there are some crucial metabolic processes which takes place at the site of location of the plasma membrane. That is the respiration, photosynthesis, then there is synthesis of lipid and synthesis of cell constituent that will be takes place, and that's why that cytoplasmic membrane that also separates the whatever the cytoplasmic material which is present inside the cell from the cell wall. Okay, and it will protect all the cytoplasmic inclusions from the leakage.